Hi, welcome to Fusion Kitchen. My name is Christine De Silva. I'm also an author and I've written a number of books I'm still currently writing. If you're interested, please check out the description box below. Today I'm making caramel pudding. Now, caramel pudding is a custard dessert with a layer of caramel sauce. This is what distinguishes it from an ordinary vanilla pudding. Caramel pudding originated in France. Today I'm making an eggless caramel pudding. Generally, caramel puddings often use eggs because eggs generally tend to give it a lot of structure. However, I'm making an eggless one. Let's start. Now we're going to prepare the caramel sauce. I've used 4 ramekins for this. Now to prepare the caramel sauce, I have taken a heavy bottom pan. Please do not use non-stick. Use a heavy bottom pan. And I've added about 1/3 cup of sugar and 1/4 cup of water and half teaspoon of vinegar. Now I have to bring it to a boil, so I've kept it on rather high temperature. Caramel pudding, because of the caramel sauce, has a reputation for being a little difficult to make, but here's a very easy way of making the caramel sauce. All you have to do is to boil this water and sugar. Do not stir it. Use a heavy bottomed vessel. And if you want, you can swirl it around. As soon as it gets golden, remove it. Do not waste a minute more, because if you waste any time, it will tend to harden. So quickly, as soon as you see the golden color, quickly pour it into the ramekins. It will set in just 2 minutes or so. Keep them aside. Now we're going to prepare the caramel custard. So what we're going to do, in this case, we can use a non-stick pan or any pan. I have used 2.5 cups of milk, 4 tablespoons of sugar, and I've used 4 tablespoons of vanilla custard powder. To the custard powder, I have added a little cold milk first, say about 2 tablespoons of cold milk to make a slurry. And then slowly, I have added this custard to the milk. Cold milk is preferable to use to make a slurry, because then you will find that the custard powder, it tends to dissolve very fast. Do not use hot milk or even milk at room temperature. Cold is the best to make it dissolve. Now you can use a spatula or you can use a whisk, but I prefer to use a whisk because the whisk can get rid of any lumps that might form. Especially if you keep the temperature a little bit high for faster cooking, then the whisk is very appropriate. Continuously stir. Now the question that you may ask is, how will you know when the custard is ready? An easy way is that when it comes to a boil, keep on whisking or stirring for about 2 to 3 minutes more. This should be adequate enough. So as you can see the bubbles, so it's boiling. I will just stir for about 2 to 3 minutes more. And that should be adequate enough for the thickness. You don't have to make it too thick, because if you make it too thick, it can curdle. And then you'll have to start all over again. Okay, so as soon as this happens and it thickens, we are going to now pour it into the ramekins. The caramel sauce is already set. After all, it only sets in 2-3 minutes, so it is already hardened. So it's not going to mix with the custard. Now we are going to place it in the fridge. Overnight is very preferable. The next morning or the next afternoon, using a knife, gently loosen it out only at the top surface and then invert it on a plate. You can wait for at least 5 minutes with it overturned and then invert it. This will result in loosening out better. Thanks for watching. Please like, comment and subscribe.